as iconic in Cronulla as it will always be. And you always, I've got a lovely smiling face to all the wondering women that come to your coffee shop every morning, and the book club is so successful.
When it was flooded, remember?
Oh yeah, that was a bit chaotic. That's the only time I've seen you not smile.
That's probably the only time I've seen it flustered,
Yes,
actually.
yes.
Was that flooded?
Yeah.
So we get to ask you some really good questions.
I'm so nervous.
Really fun questions. So tell us a little bit about how you started the bookshop.
Oh, thank you. Well, that was back in 2008 because I wanted a shop like this to exist. I think I hadn't realised that I was inspired probably by You've Got Mail because I actually thought that I thought of the name. So and then it's only in hindsight that you're like, oh, you're an idiot. Well, it's my favourite movie.
Mine too, actually.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
It's a very good movie. Yeah.
Oh, bless. But I really wanted to do new books and no coffee shop, just having a new bookshop. But then it's so expensive, and when you're first starting out, they don't let you have any of those books on credit. You've got to buy them all. And then so I was umming and ahhing and so super scared. Then I went with secondhand as well, and then I went with the coffee shop as well. So the new books went in with the secondhand, much easier, much nicer. And I think it's a nice way to reuse, recycle. It's a good way to be.
Very sustainable.
Very sustainable, yeah. And plus you get a lovely little community coming in.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, couldn't be luckier.
So how do you get to meet authors? How does that happen?
Oh my goodness, I know. It happens. It's a dream come true. That's how.
What's your passion?
Oh, I'm so lucky. The first one I asked was Diane Blacklock because her brother-in-law, or is it just her brother? Her brother comes in, and I was talking to his wife, and she said, "Oh no, I reckon Di would do it. I think just ask her. They're normal people like we are." And then she said yes, and then it went from there. And then because it was good, and I think she sold a lot of books, I asked other authors, and then they said yes, and now it just happens. They asked me.
I was about to say, now they're asking you to come in to do their days, have their author
It's
day.
such a dream.
They want Dave to do the bagpipes
Yeah,
as well. That's a big thing.
I
Yeah.
think in the email that I got from Vanessa McCausland, she's like, "Can we pick you for our annual Anna's chat now?" Oh yes, please. So cool, so cool. Yeah, it's lovely.
So they're all coming in and asking to have their days now.
Yeah.
Booking
Yeah,
in.
I know, absolutely. For the annual trip to Anna's. For the new book. Yeah, that's perfect. It is just a dream come true.
So was that your goal at the beginning, to actually get the authors to come in and do talks?
This
Or
was
have you
like when I
pivoted
died and
and
gone to
really-
heaven.
Okay.
Like this was such a pipe dream. Yeah. I had all these clothes that I had from my previous life that were like officey clothes, and there was some particular clothes that I kept because I thought they'd be good for here, or they'd be good for my author chats, and like I would just laugh and pay myself out for having kept them because it's if I ever get to talk with them after. And still I can throw the friggin' tops away. And now it's my author top and I do wear it. It's so much fun.
And you just don't have the author chat, you've actually got your podcast as well.
I know.
Tell us a bit
So tell us a bit about your podcast.
Thank
And what
you.
made you start your podcast?
Well, because I couldn't book everybody in, because the only time that we could do the author chats was on a Sunday, and also, like obviously we could do them like every day of the week, but we just don't have the time available that you can just book in different people for different times, and it was just getting a minefield. So the podcast was a nice way to talk to more people and have more interaction, and it's just fantastic. It's just a dream. It's a dream.
And who's been your favourite author on your podcast?
Oh my goodness, everybody. Everyone that I've spoken to has just been so good. I had to do Mary Lou Stevens again. I had to do Mary Lou Stevens twice because I didn't press record. I was too excited. And that was unreal because she did let me talk to her again. Oh, everybody's been lovely. There's been so many booking mistakes that I made, and everybody's been lovely. No, there's no favourite there. It was just unreal.
So then what's next for Anna?
Oh, hopefully we get to relocate somewhere in Cronulla because we are on a ticking time bomb here, and it feels like it's like the step before execution. I don't know what that step is, but I feel like that's where we are. So hopefully move somewhere nice, somewhere lovely, somewhere bigger, better, and then just keep doing what we're doing but do it to the next level. Yeah.
That'd be great. And so, because you've got so much community following, so you know it will be great to have something bigger and better for us to follow. And to,
Oh, that's so lovely.
yeah,
Thank you.
it's just and you've been nominated for the.
Yeah.
The
It's so
leader.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
No, it's not embarrassing.
It's
It is because I stole your charity.
That's not stealing our charity, you're part of it. So that's not stealing our charity at
bless.
all.
Then I told them about the homeless fund and I tried to make it seem like we were much nicer people underneath. It wasn't just stealing the George Caps.
No, but you collect everything for us for the George Caps.
Oh.
You're the collection point for us to drop everything
But
off
I've done
to.
that so many times before. It's just that this year there was more of it because less businesses could get involved, and that's not my like.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be benefiting from that.
No,
It's
no,
just
I think it's
not
not
fair.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not only that. I've seen you give coffees to people that can't afford. I've seen you give
Oh.
homeless people in the park breakfasts and things
Oh.
like that as well. So
I remember that time that we looked after that man.
the community spirit's pretty big. So I know you look after the park exceptionally well, and some drunks that live in the
I
park
know.
occasionally.
Walking around and around the
Walking
tree.
around and around the tree. I know.
Oh,
But
goodness.
yeah, so that community award would be really well if you
Oh,
did
it
that.
was
So we'd be very
unreal
happy.
part of it.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been more proud. And we got our photo with the leader.
Yeah, which was really good. You looked great. It was fabulous.
Should have been you, girls.
So give us your top book. What's Anna's favourite book?
Oh, I think it seems to be what I'm reading at the moment.
No, come on now, I've got to pinpoint you. You've got to give us your best read.
Well, I think everybody in the world should read Anne of Green Gables. I love it. Yes. Great Expectations, of course. Anything Charles Dickens. Oh, everything. There's so many books, and that's the beauty of it. There is a book for every mood that you're in, so it's just perfect. We're so lucky to be alive now when we have all this access to everything, and we can look at Jane Austen's handwriting and we can look at the Bronte's home and it was, we're so lucky. There's everything.
And what are you currently reading?
Now I'm reading the Trivia Night again. This is my second time around because I'm hoping to get her to come into the shop and onto the podcast. That's a book, I think it's coming out next week. They're saying it's for fans of Anne Moriarty, but actually it's so much more than that. So Australia, Northern Beaches, all set around Trivia Night, and it's got everything. Friendship, fighting, mystery, there's a crime to be solved. It's just unreal, just fantastic. Yeah, it's so good.
Getting into those crime novels now,
Absolutely,
are you?
yeah, oh my god, baby.
So have you always been interested in literature?
I've read forever. Yeah, I was a kid that my mum used to drop off at the library and go to the shops for a while. And yeah, I loved
So your
it.
best friend was your book?
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you went from infants to primary school, at my library you were able to borrow another book, and I was like,
So you didn't get any overdue fees?
oh,
I would have.
I would have had a mortgage.
And you
No,
became
I
a
was really
teacher?
excited. No. My sisters are teachers, but no, I think
You went to
take out
uni
my
though,
reading
yes.
time. Yes, I did. Yes.
Solicitor?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a solicitor.
Hated every second of it.
Family law?
Yeah.
Yeah, family law, yeah.
Yeah, legal aid,